Hi. For my common sense lesson, I chose to do this one that is called Saying Goodbye to Technology. It is just a quick lesson. I would probably expand it just a little bit just because I do feel that it's very, very important to teach children how to say goodbye to technology. So the grade that I am probably looking at to teach is either pre-K or kindergarten. And so I looked up one for kindergartners. So they're, depending on what school district and everything you're in, you will be looking at some kids that this will be their first time using technology when it comes to maybe iPads and stuff like that, depending on income, basing on what school district you're in. So I know, or maybe even if you decide to do early, not early childhood, but special education. It's very hard for children to let go of things when they get so in tune to it, or it is their first time and they're not ready to let go. So it is something I feel is very, very important to teach children to say goodbye to technology and when it's time and when it's not time to be on it. And so I think this is very, very good. And so one of the first things I looked at was it does in the lesson plan, it shows you the objectives. But one of my favorite things is that it has the vocab, and the three vocab words that come with this are pause, device, and frustrated. Along with it, it gives the definition. And so that's something that I would love to expand on with the kids. So, pause means that you have to stop what you're doing or saying. The device teaches them that an electronic piece of equipment like a phone, laptop, or tablet. And then frustrated. Every child knows what it's like to feel frustrated, and especially when you're getting things taken away and you don't quite understand it. It's very common, and it is okay for them to feel that way. You can let them know that it's okay to feel that way. Along with this, they have a video that I do think is super good for kids. It talks about pause, breathe, and finish up. And I'll even play it for you right now. And one thing I do like about this is that if you do have a class that you may have children that only speak Spanish, you have the capabilities of switching this into Spanish and not just English.
Technology is so cool. I love playing games, watching funny videos, and learning new things. Sometimes it's hard for me to say goodbye to my device, especially when I'm having so much fun. But I follow 3 simple steps. Pause, breathe, finish up.
Now you try.
Pause, breathe, finish up.
Let's try that again, but this time a little faster.
Pause, breathe, finish up.
The one thing I really like about that is you can also hear the enjoyment of the little characters when they say pause and then breathe and then finish up. It gives some motivation to kids when sometimes they don't feel like they have any. The other thing I really, really liked was it came with this little poster that I feel like if you have a kid who is struggling on doing the steps, you could put this on their desk or you could have it laminated. So when it is time to get the iPads out, if you have like, or any electronic device, if like, say you have like a special app for reading or for math that they use the iPad for, or whatever electronic device your district may have, and you know you have a child who struggles, you can always have that there as a reminder that don't forget to pause, breathe, and finish up. I think it is really, really good to have that. And it can even just be something that, say, you have like a giant projector or a smart TV, whatever your district may have. You can put that up on your screen so they know that don't forget, and you can put it as a reminder to everybody, and maybe not just the kids who need it. You can go both ways with it. Along with it, they do have a family activity that you can send home, and they also have this in Spanish, so you can switch it, but it helps parents too. And you can say, you can establish these rules, you can create free screen time zones, because some districts do send their iPads home, and then people have been having problems with their kids just playing on the iPads all night, and some parents don't like that. And so this will also help the parents at home. And they even have parent activities, which is very, very good. I do like they have this activity that you can do with it, but depending on so my idea would be to do this at the very beginning of the year, be one of the very first things that you teach, just because it sets the boundaries and the expectations for how you do want to proceed throughout the year with technology. So I don't know if I would use this exactly. I feel like I would probably tweak it just a little bit and not have a word or a sentence to explain your picture unless you know the child can do it. But it may be something that you can have the child explain that to you, and you can help them write it out, or vice versa, write it for them depending on where they are at. Because some kids going into kindergarten don't even write yet. Some kids don't even know how to write their name. Just depends on where they're at. But I do like the idea of them trying to draw a picture of what would you do, how would you pause, breathe, and finish up your routine. I think that would be a great way to finish up the whole lesson with your class. They have, along with that video, there was a little slideshow, which I would like to go through. But I think at least if your kids can't sit through a slideshow, I do think at least going over the lesson, talking about the video, and going over all of that is the most important thing. If you don't think your kids can sit through that long of a slideshow, I think it either way would be fine. Thank you. Have a good one.